All right, good morning. Good evening, good afternoon. And let me get my broom here for a second because something to lean up against. Anyway, people of YouTube. You know, I've got a lot of young men that are interested in marriage. And, of course, when looking for a young woman, there are many, many things that I get as far as questions go almost on a daily basis. Now, y'all have to realize something. While I am a pastor, I'm not a pastor to everybody out there. Only those who receive me, those who support me, just like the book says. But I do provide self-help videos because I got this old saying that don't worry about it. If there's a lot of things that are going on in life and you don't want to take wise counsel, I promise you one thing, life will teach you. That I guarantee it. So anyway, the question of the day is, what do I look out for in a woman, qualities and traits, what I look out for in a woman to know that she, watch this, will love you, and here's a cuss word for this society, obey you. You know, over in Ephesians 5, it says, wives, submit. And when you look at behind the word submit, it means obey your husbands. And then it even tells you how to do it, as unto the Lord or unto Yeshua, those Israelites. That's what we will say. So I know that a lot of times in life, we can read things, we can read books and stuff, but it does not give you the practical experience. I'm one of the few guys that would actually even run down the practical experience of telling you exactly things to really look out for. Let me give you an example. All right. If you want to know if a woman loves you, all right, the only way that she can define that she loves you, and the only way that you can gauge it, is by her obedience to you. If she undermines you, if she betrays you, if she goes behind your back and does things no matter what, and goes against your wishes, your wills, and whatever it says, you find out that this woman really, truly don't love you. She's there to occupy space and time, and more than likely, she probably loves the livelihood and the lifestyle you're providing for her, but the truth is, she don't love you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not using this video to jump on women. The question was asked about it, and if I had a woman ask me a question about men, I would tell you exactly what to watch out for a man. But this is where we at. Let me give you an example. We know that women today love stuff, all right? And in loving stuff, they have a closet full of clothes and a closet full of shoes, and they have all this stuff, right? Now, if you tell your woman, don't go out and buy no more shoes, don't go out and buy any more clothes, and now, the more likely what's going to happen is, you want to use this one while I'm doing this video? All right, son. More than likely what's going to happen is that you're going to find out if she loves you or not, if she can obey that. All right? Because what'll happen if a woman does not love you and all you are is just a means for her livelihood, is that she will go behind your back, not communicate with you, and she will come up with all kind of ways to dishonor you and disobey you. She'll still go and order shoes if her lust, and she's flipping through pages looking for stuff to buy, she's still going to do it anyway. If she does that, you have a rebellious woman. I don't care if she's the most soft-spoken woman in the world. I don't care if she looks like gold in front of the world, have a nice attitude in front of the world. The truth is that she don't respect you as a man. She just flat out don't respect you. I mean, mind you, you provided a closet full of shoes for her, and you bought a closet full of clothes for her. It's like my brother Kabir up there. Man, you should see them closets up there that he had provided for his wife. More than provide. One shirt, $600. That's ridiculous. But anyway, think about this for a second. So you told her, don't go out and buy no more shoes. And she come up with some damn excuse to hoodwink, to finagle, to go around, to undermine your authority, showing you that she don't respect you. What you should do, now, that ain't nothing really far as parsing pause and cause to actually put her away. But what they should do is you should tell you, guard your heart, because you can't trust her. See, because what women do is they want you to let your guard down. And they want you to be sensitive towards their emotions and sensitive towards their feelings. And regardless, forget about that you gave a edict, a directive to do not go buy no more shoes, don't buy no more clothes. She still come up with some type of way to disrespect you and your word and you as a man. She came up with some kind of way to dishonor you. And that's how you know. I don't care how they act around you. I don't care if they lovey-dub dub on you and cuddle with you and all this other stuff. You have a rebellious ass woman. And you need to stop making all these excuses for that damn rebellion. If you say something as a man, mean what you say and say what you mean. If she goes and she undermines you, she betrays you, and she does the very direct opposite, you know you don't have a woman that you can trust. And again, I'll say it again, don't allow your feelings, don't allow your emotions, don't allow all that mess to get into your way. Because as soon as you let it get in your way, you're going to become a shell of a man. And you won't be any more man. And what'll happen is you have fight in you when you're in your 30s and when you're in your 40s. But then when you get old, remember old Solomon, right? Solomon was in full strength. But then it wasn't until he got old that his women, his wives, turned his heart away from the Most High. And that is what's really, truly being worked behind the scenes that flies under the radar perception that you don't see. I mean, think about this, all right? I'm talking about good men now. When you got married, she became your responsibility. You are charged to be the protector and the provider of that woman. And I'm talking about people who are honorable, men that are honorable. But if she can't just follow a simple command like that, I'm telling you, you have a Jezebel. You have a Jezebel, a rebellious, stubborn, stiff-necked woman. I'm using the word woman because, you know, y'all got all these superlatives out there today. Girlfriend, side chick, wives, concubines, you name it, whatever it is. I don't know what y'all call them nowadays, so we're just going to use woman. So you pay attention to that as a young man. When you get older, you better get a check on that, because see, what's going to happen is that this is how women do it. After they've been rebellious to you, after they have betrayed you, because every betrayal is a hit in a man's heart. And it actually will send him to an early grave unless you stand up and rise up. Because when you get old, you know, your fight starts going away. And I can't tell you how many older men I've seen that they women kept on with their stubbornness, kept on with their underminingness, kept on with their rebellion to the point they don't even argue and fight with them no more, and now they just shell of them in. So you got to ask yourself, what is it inside of a woman that will continue to keep making her doing that over and over again? Because she's going to keep on until the last breath go out of her body, I promise you that. And that's why you have to be able to see this thing, and you can't see it because you never experience it. You follow me? It takes life experiences to experience. If you tell her something and she doesn't do it, you don't have you definitely don't have a wife. You have a rebellious, stubborn, stiff-necked, undermining, betrayal, stout-hearted woman that you literally can't trust, really. Now, if the behavior continues to persist, it's up to you to make your moves later. But what you need to do is find someone that will submit to you, just like the book says in Ephesians 5:22, that will obey you and love you, because like I said, when you first come into the marriage, she didn't have anything, because it's your job to provide and your job to protect her. And now you've given her everything that she needs, and then she turns around and you tell her don't buy nothing else or no more of this stuff, and she does it anyway, and she makes up an excuse, or either she buys it and hides it from you. Because I keep telling y'all, men, listen to me very closely. Women study men. Did y'all hear what I said? They watch you. You don't see men, we're not wired like that. We don't watch them, we don't care. Listen, they will go in your drawers, they will go in your cell phone, they will go in your pockets, they will go, all because the iniquity and the wickedness that is in them, if they even perceive just a little bit that somebody else is interested in you, that's when they'll start their so-called investigation, their undermining and stuff. And what they're going to do is frustrate you more than anything and cause your heart to even be more distant from them. So my advice is, if you realize and you know you got a woman like that, don't give your heart. You start closing up your damn heart, because a woman, she wants all your heart so she can trample it and stomp it. That's what she wants. She wants every single bit of it, while she gives you nothing. She don't give you nothing, and the only way she can give is when she does exactly what you tell her to. When she raise your children, because you are the seed, she's the ground, they are your children. And she raised them under the dictates and mandates of what you say. If you tell your wife, when you get married, I want you to breastfeed my children, and she don't do it, chances are you probably be better off getting rid of that woman from the very get-go. So cover these things. Go over this stuff from the very beginning before you even think about getting married. So that way, when all this stuff starts coming up on you later on, when she starts asserting her will and her opinion and stuff, you won't get so dang frustrated and do like the Bible says, because the Bible says, remember, husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them, because they're going to do everything they can in their power, because they're hardwired that way, to make you bitter. Am I making any sense? So I hope that I said something here to stimulate thought. I'm going to tell you again, don't give a woman like that your heart. Don't give her your heart, because I'm telling you, she knows you. Again, a man, you too busy working, you doing your thing, you ain't thinking about all this stuff, you too busy providing, putting a roof over her head, and she's trying to figure out how to get her will done and how to do her way. And then the whole time, she looks good for the people outside out here in the world, but you know her for who she really truly is and what she is, what she is. You do. You know her. And everybody else, they don't get to see this. I just had a brother of mine who got a rebellious wife that actually sought out these emasculated men to try to force this man to submit and bow down and serve his wife. And he ended up getting a divorce from him, and she took half of his stuff, because only the state. Because if it wasn't for the state, she wouldn't get a damn thing, because that ain't the way Hebrew culture was. Showing you that we're still under slavery. We're still in tyranny of this wicked system of this world, because we was in our own culture. We wouldn't tolerate a woman putting up like that, because our laws. That's why I love, and people hate this, but I love it. I love the culture over in the East. Especially a lot of those Islamic laws and stuff, because they actually keep men and women in check. That's what they do. And so when you get the West trying to go over and meddle around in somebody else's culture, trying to tell them what to do and trying to tell them how to raise their children, and you come up with the thing that the women are oppressed in Islamic nations. Okay, let me see. Let us tally this thing up for a second. Women in America is so-called free, but you go out and get a marriage license, the most expensive contract that there is in the world and in a lifetime, you will lose, if not half your assets, pretty much all of them, and your ass will be staying in a studio apartment while she still gets the home, and you have to give her not only alimony, but child support. And she gets to run around with fake hair, fake lashes, fake eyes, Botox, fake lips, fake fingernails, fake butts, fake titties, fake cheeks, fake every damn, fake toenails, painted up and everything else, all on your dime. All on your dime. And she just got finished figuring out how she can get an upgrade. You get that? And let me see. Her hair is out, which ain't her hair in the first place. It's dyed, fried, weaved, or everywhere, everything else. Watch this. She dresses in such a way that she don't leave nothing to chance, because the clothes are so skin tight, ass jiggling. Y'all y'all been to the airport lately and see what these women wear? Man, they wear these skinny things, man. And I mean, they're just flat out skin tight. And they little asses be jiggling and carrying on and stuff. What I do is sit and watch these men as these women walk by, because he's a man. He's a man. And I sit and watch them. And they don't think that they got something to pay for whenever a man is drawn away because of the enticement and the scent of lust that woman is throwing out by the way she's dressing. Chest hanging all out and carrying on. She can put her finger in front of your face, slap you, call the cops on you, but we call that freedom in America. Nah. You know that those people over there that's called Jews are not really the people at all, because the indigenous people of that land, the Arabs, the Muslim people, speaking people, because you know Islam or Arabic is a sister language, literal sister language to real true ancient Hebrew. And they live right next to each other. And you got these European Caucasians that are occupying the land over in Israel, and they can't even carry on a conversation. That's how you know that those ain't the people. Well, anyway, I digressed at the end of it for a moment. I hope I said something to stimulate thought. Now, on the flip side, if you got a woman that will do what you say and not undermine you, not go behind your back and try to wait for, see if you forgot or something like that, and still go do contrary to what you said, you got a diamond. You got a jewel of a woman. You got to keep her. And I'm going to tell you what a man will do. When a man realizes he has that kind of woman, yeah, what's that song? That old song goes, ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no river low. No, ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough. What does it do? Keep me from getting to you. That's the truth. When a man figures out that he has a woman like that, he'll cross land and sea. He'll do whatever he can. He'll climb the highest mountain in order to provide for her, to show her how much that he really truly loves her. Because the truth is, the Bible doesn't say that a woman is commanded to love a man. The man is the one that's commanded to love. The woman, the only way like she can show that she loves, like we the church, like we the assembly, we the ecclesia, we the called out ones, is by obedience. We can say that we love Jesus all day long, but we don't obey his commands and do the things that he say. We ain't nothing but a bunch of liars and a bunch of hypocrites. That's all we are. So I just give you a bunch of wisdom of a lifetime, young men. And I gave you some serious hallmark things to think about and what to look out for, so you'll know before you decide to actually get married. And if you get married, I hope to God that you don't go out there and get one of these damn state marriage licenses. Because if you get that, you'll be better off paying child support for a child that you had with a woman than to pay alimony or to pay child support like these worlds doing today. You are hooked up with a woman, and now they got it. If you get hooked up with a woman out here in the world, you 21, 22, and you come into the relationship and she has 2 children and you have a child by her, now you got to pay child support for all 3 of them. That's how wicked this world is. That's the reason why people are going MGTOW. That's the reason why that the people are opting out of this state marriage. You shouldn't even do it anyway. Now, are there perks to it? Yeah, there are perks to it, man. You get death benefits, Social Security benefits and stuff, but I tell you what, man, if you learn how to manage, the trade-off is a whole lot better than being under the thumb and rule of the United States government. That's the truth, and that's the truth straight way. Hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.